At the Lighthouse for the Blind Incorporated, accessibility is at the forefront of what we do. The COVID-19 pandemic forced us all to adapt in many ways, but when it came to adapting our computer training and braille literacy programs to remote learning, the Lighthouse was up to the task.
Timothy Paulding.
Remote instruction is really kind of a new, exciting thing in our world. And when COVID really struck, a lot of our employees couldn't receive services because we couldn't do in-person training. So what we had to do was think of another way we could approach that training without people being physically in a room together.
We needed a way to work with people and be safe. So we looked at the Zoom meeting app, TeamViewer. We looked at Microsoft Teams app to see which one had the best accessibility. I worked with my supervisor. We tried it out on each other, and Zoom won out on the accessibility and the sound quality. So we've been using it ever since.
Galen Floyd, computer and assistive technology instructor.
Braille training is normally a very tactile training activity between instructor and student. Making this learning process entirely remote required the development of a unique curriculum and challenged both student and teacher to think outside the box.
Timothy Paulding.
Who'd have thought you could teach Braille remotely? Braille is all hands-on. When we hired our Braille literacy instructor, she came up with the most brilliant, simple way to teach Braille remotely. So we have a couple of different types of workbooks, and we send those workbooks to all of our locations. So when somebody wants to take Braille classes, they use the workbook with the instructor over the phone. I actually thought it was just really brilliant and simple and easy and inexpensive.
A man moves a computer mouse and feels across the top row of keyboard letters.
With the establishment of several independent computer stations for students who may not have equipment at home, our instructors can now teach students remotely and from anywhere. The instructor sees the student's screen and watches a camera pointed at the student's hands.
A woman watches remotely as the student moves his hand across the keyboard.
That would be, you need to go a little bit to the left to get to your home keys.
Oh, I got him, okay. I got both of them.
A little further to the left.
Moves hands.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
I did just slide over.
Diane Blunt.
Okay. My workload consists of Microsoft Office, specifically Outlook, Word, and Excel. And of course, when we're using these applications, we're also using adaptive technology, which might include JAWS, screen reader, or Zoom text, a magnification program. It also could include the built-in Windows narrator program, or NVDA is a screen reader. There's several different options that we can use, but those are all included with whichever application we're training specifically at the time, if it's Outlook and so on.
And the people who take advantage of this are people who are employed with the Lighthouse that want to, further their skills or seek better employment.
Being legally blind is a very big obstacle, and especially if you're not computer literate. A lot of people will overlook you. The more training I get, the more I like it.
I love it. I get to interact with my instructor, and she's there with me with the camera and everything. It watches my finger, she takes a lot of time with me to be able to read the work orders and be able to have the knowledge to do my job.
The little things that I have picked up, of course, they've enhanced the way I do things. And the times we're living in, it's better than the alternative of not learning at all.
It's just fun to be able to dive down deep and be able to assist people in what they need, as well as learning myself.
Remote training is great for me because I get to work at home. I can get up at 3:30, start my day at 4 a.m. to serve folks in Summerville, South Carolina, which is awesome. And previously to remote training, we did not serve South Carolina, so that's a plus.
Travel is such a challenge for people with vision loss. The ability to connect with other people is it's good sense, it's good health. And so they can use the Zoom meeting app in other capacities in their personal life also and be engaged with the community.
We are so proud to be able to extend our training beyond the walls of the Lighthouse and reach people safely so that people who are blind can continue learning, gaining skills, and living their most independent lives.
Text, The Lighthouse for the Blind Incorporated.